Good afternoon, Multiverse! And welcome back to MNW Warzone. I'm your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini, and with me here in the secured commentary booth, Mr. Pete McPherson.
I mean, are any of us really ever safe?
I mean, as secure as we're going to get. I mean,
fair.
Doom is
Hello, everyone.
Doom is
I am here as well.
Yes. All right, and we are back from break and after the aftermath of Apocalypse. Oh, what a show. And, oh boy, things have, a lot happened at Apocalypse. We had Nexus Titan matches. We had, the exciting tag match. We know who the #1 tag contenders are. Strongman Bell is trying to claim he is the Big Oof champion, even though that is not the case. Sergeant Major Payne is still the champion until the official mark, which, by the way, our hiatus does not account against his time.
Oh, that's nice. And,
of course, Wilson with a staggering victory to retain his Multiversal Heavyweight Championship, although something happened. The production truck cut out. We have been looking into it, and when maintenance got over there, they found the wires had been cut. It wasn't just a snafu. It was sabotage. However,
listen, all of y'all.
However, Wilson seems to be of a different opinion, as we learned, unfortunately, earlier today. Let's go to the tape.
Security. You pieces of shit! This is the last fucking straw! I saw what you did. I saw how you cut the main event. I saw the disrespect that you showed me! I know you hate me, Jerry, and that's fine. A lot of fucking people do. But what you and this piss and company pulled in the main event of Apocalypse is unforgivable. You disrespected me. You disrespected Juan. You disrespected the Multiversal Championship. And worst of all, you disrespected the sport of professional wrestling itself. So you know what? I changed my mind. I'm not going to mold this pissant company into anything anymore. It doesn't deserve that. Instead, I'm going to burn it to the ground. You don't want to show me the respect I deserve. I won't show you or your contemporaries any either. Everyone and everything in my path will be victimized, and I'm not going to stop until I'm either satisfied or dead. You better come up with something good, Jerry, because it's going to take something really fucking good to get me to stop. See you soon, assholes! God fucking damn it, shit pieces of shit!
So, here's what I'm thinking, Pete. Somebody knew how Wilson was going to act and did it to get that reaction. Because, of course, he's going to blame me.
Well, why else would they line up all that pottery for him to smash right away?
I mean, right away. So
it was right there. He just went right through it.
So today, Wilson will be in action in your main event, but I had to put together something. Now, a lot of people have been laying claim to the right to face Wilson. And so we're going to have a trios match today where we're going to have a team that's going to include two people who have laid claim to a shot, that being Johan Mjoln and Jagger Blackthorn. And they needed a third, and you know who stepped up to join them? I'll give you a clue. There are bees. That's right.
There are bees, Jerry.
The Latino bee, Buck Bumble, will be joining them. And Wilson's team, well, it's going to be a little tricky because one of the people on that team is one of the people that wants to face him, the Beef. And rounding up that team, just to make it interesting, the Fey King himself, Erlking Wes. So that will be your main event. And why? We're going to give some action. We're going to give Wilson something to focus on and maybe be mad at me about. But we'll also see if we can work out from this who will be the victimizer's next opponent. And I promise you, we will put guards on the production truck.
Why does MNW even have a pottery collection?
It's really, well, it's really strange. It turns out that, when I hired a medical staff, they decided there should be occupational therapy to help people deal with their anger issues. And pottery class is one of the things they do.
Considering we have ghosts on the roster, that brings up some very concerning and possibly trademark infringing imagery.
It is, but the weirdest thing? The absolute weirdest thing, who the best person at pottery is? You know who the person who actually does the best pottery?
I'm afraid to ask.
Gorm.
Oh, that's nice.
Turns out Gorm's really good at pottery. Who'd have thunk it? Anyway.
Anywho.
But before we get out on social media, McMorgan from our friends over at the International Combat Club tweeted out, Wilson bitching and complaining. Does this mean we're getting the old son of Will back? No, it doesn't. This is a whole different. Believe me, that would have been a whole different vibe. He'd have threatened to sue me, not kill me. And speaking of which, Wilson tweeting out, "Sticky me with the beef? It's like you want me to be worse. I'm just trying to let you live your best life." Right.
You do you.
Yeah. So with that, I think what we need to do right now, probably the smartest thing we can do right now, is we've got a opening match we got to get to. So I think we should probably get to it.
That sounds like a plan.
So let's kick this show off.
Your opening match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Absolute Unit.
Well, here they are, folks. The Absolute Unit's #1 contenders from Warzone for the Trios Championship. But Forrest is not here today. In fact, Forrest said he had to go take a meeting. It's weird. It was with the janitor. Not sure what they're meeting about, but he said it was important. So TJ and Absolute out here representing the boys.
I mean, janitors have 401ks.
It's true. It's true.
And introducing their opponents, coming to the ring first, a Grimbot.
Yeah, folks, it's a Grimbot. That tells you who they're facing, but what other member of the Murder Cave's coming? It would be weird if the Grimbot teams with Dr. Grimm.
Or another Grimbot.
That's true.
Grimbot on Grimbot action.
How many of these things do they have? We've seen at least, what, 7 at one time?
That we could see.
Yeah, that we could see. For all we know, this is, we were talking about pottery before. This could just be Chaz Lee's hobby, building Grimbots.
The pottery could be Grimbots.
Oh my god. But yeah, there we go. Yep, it is Grimbot representing the Murder Cave. I tried to find out where Dr. Grimm himself is, and they said it's don't ask.
And introducing their tag team partner, he is the Allfather, Oracle. They are the Murder Cave.
So there you have it, folks. The Grimbots teaming with the Allfather in your opening match. So a lot of people have been asking, but what about blood money? We'll deal with the blood money situation after this match. Right now, we got to deal with this. So makes you wonder. So the absolute units, of course, #1 contenders for that Trios Championship, Murder Cave, is the Murder Cave. Who do you like, Pete?
I'm going to make the safe bet and go with the Murder Cave.
I don't know. I don't know that you could ever count out the absolute units.
That's fair.
I mean, TJ the Mint Gable had a really good singles run recently, and Washington has just always proved himself capable. So what's going to be interesting is if we end up having another trios match, including the Fortress, who, as I said,
Tag made.
There he is, isn't in action today because he had to go take a very important meeting with the janitor.
Well, and Jerry, not to knock the skills of the absolute units, it's just that so far, the Murder Cave has been much more vicious of late.
That's true. That's actually saying something. And it makes you wonder if because, there's a lot of former Faces of Fear members over on Flashbang right now.
Tag made.
Makes you wonder, how do you think the Murder Cave feel about the sudden reappearance of Lucius Constantine?
That is a good question. We'll have to see if we can get somebody to get some kind of response, possibly. Although I don't know if we can get anybody who's overly willing to go and talk to the Murder Cave.
That's a good point. Hot tag to Washington. Snap suplex by Dr. Grimm. Well, not Dr. Grimm. Very much not Dr. Grimm.
Grimm facsimile.
I have to wonder, do you think that different Grimbots have different capabilities?
I'm sure it's certainly possible.
Suppose the only person that really knows is Chaz Lee.
Oh, I imagine that Dr. Grimm himself has some sort of input on it.
True. Oh! He's in the crucible! Well, he's making him humble!
Washington able to power through.
Yeah, Washington's not that humble.
Look at that hair. Nothing about that hair says humble.
Nothing. And when you come in and your ring name is Absolute. Yeah, and this is again this is why you don't count out the units. Look at the skill of Absolute Washington.
2. Pick out at 2.
Going around, making a decision, bringing in the Mint. Oh, the Allfather work fighting his way out. And a scoop slam. And opting to bring in the bot. Now I have to wonder, do you think Meme takes offense to the Grimbots? Oh no! Oh no! The claw!
Just jamming that claw right into his face. Kick out at 2.
Washington couldn't get around the ref, and I guess he wasn't just going to mow him over. And like, why not? Oh no! He's got it locked in. He's got it locked in. The quarantine. Washington, do something. Oh, I guess he did something. Gable got out.
Grim deciding to let go of the hold to go after Washington.
And now, something was planned, but Gable got out, bringing him down. And now putting that boxing background into effect. Bringing
Gable
in
now making the tag.
Yeah. Tag team acumen of the units.
Absolute going right in for the tag. Kick out at 2.
Dragon screw takedown. Oh, tossing Washington out.
Tag made to Arkoff.
And Arkoff just playing to the crowd, not even going after Washington. Oh, hanging him out to dry. And again, this is what we were talking about. Look at Washington. Slingshots the Allfather into the mat and then drops him.
Get out, powerbomb. 2.
The team
going to the defense, getting the Grimbot out there. I think the Grimbot has been busted open.
I think he has. He might be leaking coolant. The teamwork of the units. Drop kick to the outside. Again, I understand why you're thinking the murder cave, but this is why I just will never discount the units. It's not just a name. They are, in fact, a cohesive unit. You know, I mean, they're a team. Every Sunday night, dinner at Mama Wade's. The disrespect. Arkoff actually turning his back.
Absolute back in the ring.
Yeah. And absolute tossing the Allfather.
Gable tagged in.
Oh, hammer blow. But a jawbreaker by Arkoff.
Another clubbing forearm, tag made to Absolute.
Absolute gonna fly! Oh, but the knees!
Arkoff with the knees up.
And now Washington in the red corner, exactly where he does not want to be.
Brett's rope, axe handle.
Now just dancing around. Leg sweep by Washington.
Washington trying to make the comeback. Really needs to get over back into his own side, make the tag.
And looks like he heard you, Pete.
Tag made.
And here comes the Mint. And now going back, came in, punched him, went back out.
You know what that was? That was minty fresh.
It really was.
Absolute sending the Grimbot into the corner.
Oh, there you go.
And tag made again to Gable.
Gable observing the Grimbot. Decided to let him, he wants to face Arkoff.
Definitely the two muscle men of the factions.
Arkoff decided to do a little boxing of his own. Gable, with his expertise, dodged the punch. Sit down, power.
Again.
And your winner, the Absolute Unit.
And that's why I had faith.
You know what? I gotta admit when I was wrong.
Yeah, it's their cohesiveness. It is the fact that they are always on that same page, and that come push or shove, they've got each other's backs. So, another solid victory for the units. Units on a roll.
Heck of an opening match for tonight.
And that is, when you come back from a pay-per-view, that's what you want to see.
Absolutely.
All right, folks.
No pun intended.
Yeah, you kind of can with them. So with that matchup, so now we got to deal with, well, people have been asking after the events of Apocalypse. So you had the go-home show for Apocalypse, where Blood Money faced the Absolute Units for that #1 contendership for the Trios belt. The Units came out on top. They were on the go-home show because Mr. Butler had already been booked for a match against Ultra Devil at Apocalypse, which Ultra Devil came out victorious. And you know what? I am not even going to bother putting words into Sir Uncle Dunk's mouth. The man can speak for himself. So, guys, gals, non-binary pals, Sir Uncle Dunk.
You can all say whatever you want to say about me and my methods of wrestling in this company. You can call me selfish, greedy, conniving, whatever the hell crosses your mind. But one thing you must say I am is patient. I am willing to take my time and allow a situation or idea to play out. In fact, if I were to assign one flaw to myself, it is that I am too patient for my own good. Take, for instance, Nakano and Butler. I tolerated their antics and lack of discipline for too long now, and it is time for a reckoning. I hired you two as plain muscle. That's it. You were to be my enforcers for the new Uncly World Order, and to be my arms in this godforsaken company. But no, you had to go on your own juvenile path and thwart my ambitions again and again, dragging me into pointless matches, wasting your times on insignificant fights, and taking attention away from my plans. You both failed to be mindless muscle. Especially you, Sebastian. I pulled you out of prison because I had no allies. With the heroes never able to accept me back, and the villains not being able to trust me. I was desperate for an ally, and you sufficed. Of course, once you went on about your cartoons and references, I had to look into if prisons have a return policy. Did you think you were the new Sir McCheese? The only reason anyone took you or Nakano seriously was because you were associated with me. Well, no more! You're both fired! Waste away in irrelevance in this business and be forgotten. If I ever see either of you on Uncle Court property again, I will deliver so much pain that you will wish you were back in prison!
So, that's it. Uncle Dunk fired the rest of Blood Money. Now, we already have got a response, so we're going to go to that now. Let's hear from the former Blood Money members, Nakano, Kirishima, and Mr. Butler.
Whatever crosses my mind, huh? Well, since you asked, I wouldn't call you a single damn one of those things. You're soft-hearted, nostalgic, and obsessed with being a gentleman. That is what you are. Semjax is conniving, he knows how to steal some damn belts. The Dark Lords are selfish, they know how to take some damn belts. The Outlaws are greedy, they know how to take money and belts. Hell, the Murder Cave are downright menacing. You want to look like a villain, pretend that you're this badass force of nature that lets no one get in his way, but in reality you can be stopped by a sternly worded letter from the janitor. You're not selfish, you're not greedy, you're not conniving, you're the penguin going through a midlife crisis, a sideshow, a goddamn clown, and you're definitely not a real villain. So you know what? Fine, I'm done being held back by you, because I am a thug, a criminal, a degenerate, the Crimson Delinquent, and soon I will be an outlaw.
Fired. After years of service, I'm fired. At least I saved the money I earned over the years under my own bank account. Well, come on, kid. Let's go load our stuff on the ship and get out of here. Maybe we'll fare better going after the tag titles. Kid?
Butler, I'll be honest with you. The only reason I joined up with you guys was because of the money. Now that the boss has dumped us, I've really got no reason to stick around.
What?
Don't get me wrong, I still consider you a friend, but I just don't see any point in sticking with you now that the money's gone. I gotta go my own way.
What?
Thanks for all the help you've given me.
Kid? Kid? Nakano?
So, yeah, that happened. Also, we've got there was a social media tweet from Mr. Butler's account.
Yes, ellipses.
A lot of ellipses. I think he's going to be working through some things here for a bit. Yeah. All right. Well, as often happens, you know, we've got rules around here in MNW. One of those rules is that you can reserve some ring time to come out and say whatever you want to say. You know, there's forms to fill out. And somebody did fill out their forms, so we're gonna let them come to ringside now. So yeah, let's just head down to ringside and hear from one half of the tag team champions, ladies and gentlemen, from the Dark Lords, Jaunt Tristam. Spectre Sonata, let me be the first to sing your praises for finally beating Shoot Nation and earning your contendership. Ah, yes, well done in that victory. Not that it's going to do you any good whatsoever. Not a single bit. Because it will be a snow day in hell before you ever get a chance to face the Dark Lords for the Tag Team Championship. You're just you're just not the right caliber of team to face the glory that is Exar-kun and my glorious self. So, don't get me wrong, congratulations, you beat Shoot Nation. What an accomplishment! You defeated the perpetual underdogs. Well done, Spectre Sonata. Maybe you could write a song about it and play it at the next club show you do down on the wharf or wherever it is you play. But as for being in the ring with the Dark Lords, no. Well, looks like somebody's heard enough of that.
Hey, look, he summoned a ghost.
He did. The Phantom fans are on their feet, or whatever they have in lieu of feet. Here he is, folks, the bad CG ghost, representing Spectre Sonata. And they won the best of 7. They are officially the #1 contenders for the tag belt. Oh, wow, he's not even wearing his mask. Guess he wants to look the Vampire Lord eye to eye.
Eye to eye.
Ooh, Jaunt Tristam, how are you? It's not often I see eye to eye with a vampire. But you're only fake dead, aren't you? I'm an actual ghost, but that's not the point. Jaunt, I looked at the org chart before I came down here. You're not an official in MNW. I don't have to be an official CG. I am a Dark Lord. I am 1,000 years of blood and pain to make where I am now at the top of my game. Well, that's lovely. Oh, so good. But you don't book matches. That's the point. The booking team does. Mr. Jerry Aldini books matches. And the stipulation for our series was we get a title shot. You don't get to just say boo about it. I don't care. I have seen small little officials like Aldini my entire existence. And I can promise you can ignore them with ease. Well, that's lovely, but at some point, there's going to be a match booked. The Dark Lords versus Spectre Sonata for the tag belts. And on that day, the Pure Metal Ghost and I will be in the ring, ready for our shot. And you can be there or not. And if it's not, what are you going to do about it? CG, what is Aldini going to do about it? No, as I said, we will defend the belts, but we want an opponent worthy of our efforts. Oh, look at you, putting on such airs as if you are so above it all. Oh, it's precious, but no, you will face us. It's been booked, it's been said, and maybe I will write a song about it. I'll tell you what, CG. You hold on to those dreams, if they keep you warm at night, if this fantasy that you will have a title shot against the Dark Lords gives you comfort, hold on to it for as long as you can. Oh, I will. I will hold on to it. I'll hold on to it until the day I am in the ring with you, facing off for those belts. You can deny it all you want, but just saying, no, it's not going. This isn't climate change. You can't just keep denying it until Brooklyn's flooding. But I'll let you contemplate that and see you in the ring later. Okay,
so every time we hear from him, I keep thinking there's a leaky tire somewhere.
You know, possibly. Look, CG, first off, CG's a great guy, and he's right. Jaunt Tristam does not make booking decisions in Multiverse Nexus Wrestling. He is a wrestler, and he is a tag team champion, and if he is booked for a title defense, there will be a title defense. And they will take whichever opponent has earned the right. And right now, that is Spectre Sonata. So, John, if you want to mess with me, you can do that, but you will not like the consequences. Speaking of which, a little later today, by the way, we are going to see the Pure Metal Ghost in action. You remember at Apocalypse when Todd Bagman came to the ring and did a promo, even though he wasn't allowed to? Well, he said he was the king of all wrestling and challenged all comers. Pure Metal Ghost went, sure, why not? So, yeah, they're going to face off against each other later on in the show. So right now, I guess we should deal with. Well, first off, let's deal with a little bit of social media. First off, we've got Maximilian Thunder Thighs saying, on one hand, I understand Uncle's plight. On the other hand, yeah, you down to 0 friends again. I don't think Uncle wants friends, to be honest. I think he wants sycophants. I mean, if we're being totally honest.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Yeah. And then we actually have Sergeant Major Payne, our Big Oof champion, who is currently injured, sending a message to his old Bad Batch friend, Mr. Butler, going, listen, Butler, Nakano, if you guys need a bunk for a few days, I'm sure Ice would be happy to let you guys use a couple. 3 hots and a cot and a 24/7 gym. Yeah, that's nice of Payne, remembering the guys he came up with. And then we are hearing from Butler himself saying, my mind turns to an old song I remember which fits this day. As my memory rests but never forgets what I lost, wake me up when September ends. That would in fact be today. It's the last day of September.
Haha.
It's tomorrow is October 1st, the beginning of Spooky Month, which
how dare you, sir? It started months ago.
Spooky Month. Spooky season began on September 1st.
Gotcha.
The goths are holding they're holding the line against Christmas.
As they should.
Mm-hmm. Susie Sue is right there in front, standing up against Mariah Carey. Anyway, we should get... All right. So this next match, how do I explain this next match? Seth Jackson, a lot of stuff's been going on. Seth Jackson is investigating some goings-on, and he is in particular doing an investigation of everyone who was at Multivania Night 1 because, of the shenanigans. And so he's going to wrestle someone. And this is an interesting match because of who he's going to wrestle. You know what? I could jaw about it this whole time. But rather than trying to explain it right now, why don't we head to ringside?
Sounds like a plan.
And explain it there.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Jiffing, Seth Justice Jackson.
So yeah, Seth has said he is investigating everyone who was at Multivania Night 1. You know, he's checking on shenanigans. He's checking on, you know, he wants to get his hands on what's going on with the plot twist. He's trying to get a map of everything going on. And he challenged this person. Now, the person he challenged, I wasn't going to make wrestle today because they actually had a match last night. But I told them about Seth's investigation, and they said, no, I'll wrestle. So this match is happening anyway. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, well, first let's let him be introduced.
And introducing their opponent, representing the main event match, Pure Malice.
Now, Malice last night participated in the MNW submission tournament over on Flashbang, which he won his match, by the way. He's still in the tournament. And I told him, hey, you don't have to wrestle 2 days in a row. And he said, no, I'm fine. I'll do it. I'm happy to do it. And the other thing he did, he came into he brought donuts for everyone. And I mean everyone. He was in his truck form, bringing in the donuts. Which was really nice. And everyone was really confused again, because no one around here has gotten used to nice Malice yet. But they were good donuts, too. He didn't go to Krispy Kreme. He went to the good place, you know, down in Old Town.
Oh, yeah.
And they're off!
Malice just scooping him up, chucking him into the middle.
Yep. Now, Malice might be a nice guy right now, but he's still a brutal wrestler. I mean, he took out the cyber controller with an off switch.
That is no easy feat.
No, it's not. But Seth Jackson, you know, Seth is a tough and resilient competitor. Oh, arm breaker and scoop slam. So, yeah, these are. Yeah, Erickson was confused. He got to the match, and Malice held the door open to him when he got to the arena.
Yeah, he was quite confused.
Well, he expected him to slam it into his face, and he didn't. Apparently, he also bought Lasumi a coffee.
Jackson returning the favor.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, but a leg up by Malice, tough competitor.
Absolutely.
You know, right now, Malice just sort of reason he joined the tournament. I asked him why he joined the submission tournament. He said, Sawyer's doing his thing, Zeta's doing his thing. I had some free time.
Yeah.
I mean, fair.
This is true.
Fair. I mean, why not? Oh, never mind. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Consequences connects.
2. Kick out at 2.
Yep. Malice made Seth face the consequences. And now the blue screen. He's got him in the blue screen. Can Seth make it? Seth makes it, but you know, He had to slap 3 of those onto Cyber Controller last night.
Headbutt from Malice.
Clothesline
and return from Seth.
Now, of course, remember, this is not a first. These two used to both be on the roster over on Flashbang, although I don't think they were on at the same time. Maybe they were.
I believe so.
Yeah, at least a little bit. Malice was an early call-up from Flashbang over to Warzone to join Meme. Seth came,
starting to get frustrated.
He is. And we know what happens when Seth gets frustrated. A kick to the head. You gotta be careful. Seth actually finds kicks to the head comforting. And oh, there you go. I thought he was going to go for a suplex. Nope, it was a slam.
Malice working on the arm of Seth.
Seth with a judo toss. I think Seth was going for a crossbody, but caught by Malice. And to the turnbuckle goes the mech. Oh, never mind. Punched his way out. And another blue screen. Can Seth survive?
Second blue screen.
Can he survive it a second time? Well, he manages to get out, but now he's being pinned. Wait, will he make it? 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Again, Seth is a tough son of a bitch. And oh, they were in. Once again, consequences connect.
Oh, he's setting up for it.
I'm sorry, the Mega Buster connects.
The counter by Jackson. Now Jackson's setting up something. 2. Kick out at 2.
Northern Lights.
Heck of a comeback from Jackson.
A great comeback after he has faced 2 Mega Busters, 2 blue screens.
And a punch. No.
And he also got hit earlier, if you didn't notice, by 1 malicious intent.
I just slammed Malice on the ring apron at the hardest part of the ring.
Oh, I think he might have hurt Seth's arm. Which, oh no, Seth won't be able to do his clothesline. Oh, I think he just busted him open.
Malice hanging Jackson out to dry on the ring apron.
And Malice back in the ring. Here comes Seth. And Malice throws him back out. And I was just waiting there for him. Now, what you folks don't realize is this whole time, Seth has been asking Malice questions about the night of Multivania 1. And from what I'm hearing at the Ringside Observers, Malice has been answering every one of them.
2. Kick out at 2.
And apparently it has now gotten to the point where Seth's just asking Malice what his favorite pizza is. Oh, slingshot into the corner, or actually the lawn dart. And another Northern Lights bomb. Apparently Malice said something about Canadian bacon and pineapple, and that just set Seth off.
Honestly, it's just the pineapple part of that for me.
Well, now that we've had another malicious intent.
Again, Malice going back to working on that arm of Jackson's.
Apparently, he's telling Seth he needs to respect everyone's pizza choices. He was going for another blue screen, but Seth blocked it with a judo toss.
Now they're talking about stuffed crust.
And apparently now Malice has been asking, did you enjoy the donuts? Apparently Seth was happy he brought bear claws, so, you know. Now
Malice
just
pulling away at the...
And your winner, Malice.
apparently when Malice went down on his knee, he was just asking Seth, you know, if he wanted to, you know, go out and, you know, get some pizza.
Slice.
Get a slice. And there's Seth's talking. It's like, yeah, no, they're, yeah, apparently they're going out for pizza now.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. Yeah, apparently Malice answered all of Seth's questions to Seth's satisfaction. So, you know. And that also, I'd like to point out, Malice has now won 2 matches 2 days in a row. So, good on you, Malice.
Good possible start of a run there for Malice.
Yeah, and keep representing Warzone in that submission tournament, my friend. That's yeah, it's just really confusing back from the days when he wanted to, you know, enslave all organic life.
The times they are a-changing.
It's just, you know, it takes a little getting used to, but, you know, he's, you know, I guess he's just doing his thing, living his best robotic life. So, you know. Speaking of the mechs, though, I could get into this, but I think that I'm just gonna, you know, somebody else asked for some ring time. We're gonna head down to the ring.
Let's go.
Yeah, because it's, folks, it's the ace of MNW. It's Zeta. All right, Jake, let's have a talk. You know, I went out at Apocalypse to help save High Voltage from Aiden's absolute batshit insanity. But I couldn't because, Jake, you decided to get in my way again. And look, I am trying to work on my behavior. You know, do a little course correct and put the safety of others on my back as well as carry this company. But Jake, you're clearly interested in just yourself. You know, I gotta worry about all these guys and all the bullshit they're going through that they're inflicting on themselves. And I'm coming out trying to make sure nothing gets too far, nothing gets too crazy, and you're stopping me. The hell?
Well, I think we're going to get some answers.
I think we're going to get some answers. Here comes the hero for hire, the merciless Merc himself, Injustice Jake. So here you have it, folks. 2 former teammates in High Voltage who have very distinctly not been on the same page of late.
Definitely gone two different paths.
Well, let's hear what Jake has to say in... Well, here we go. Zeta, look, I was coming out to try and save high voltage. Me. You're not doing anything out of the goodness of your heart, Zeta. You're just as selfish and self-serving as ever. And Driscoll helped prove that back at Multivania.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why the hell would you bring Driscoll up in there? What does Driscoll have to do? Jake, what the hell are you doing? And why are you bringing up Driscoll? I had that match. He won. It's behind me. I'm focused on helping out my former teammates. What's the deal?
You know what, Zeta? I know a lot more about what's going on around here than you would do. What you know about what's going on here wouldn't fill a thimble. So I am just here trying to make sure that everyone's okay and everything's being handled correctly.
Hey, you know what? Screw it. If you're not going to help me stop Aiden and fix high voltage, then here's a suggestion. Get the hell out of my way, Jake. Otherwise, you're not going to like the consequences.
Here we go, folks. Here we go. The threats. The ultimatums. Look, I didn't put up with that shit from you when we were in high voltage together, Zeta. I'm sure as hell not going to put up with it now that you are so unhinged even the other bots aren't dealing with you.
Don't you bring my Robros into this, Jake! Sawyer's doing his own thing. Malice, did you see how great Malice is? Did you see what he did last night and today? They don't need me to be guiding them. They're doing great, so I can deal with this bullshit you're peddling and try and rein in Aiden. You know who we should be focusing on.
That's a really good way of washing your hands with your road bros. But I maintain what I said. You are an unhinged, narcissistic, self-serving bucket of bolts, and I'm done with your bullshit.
Oh, you're done with my bullshit. You know what? I haven't even begun shoveling my bullshit at you, Jake. But let's start with this.
Well, Pete, we're off to the races now.
You know, I doubt this is the first time that they've butted heads.
Yeah.
That was pun intended.
Oh, well, fair. All right, well, okay, yeah. You know what? Let them fight. Just let them get it out of their system. I don't care. You know, it's funny. Aiden Xero's got a match today. He's going to be on later in the show facing Leonid Sanchez, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Because, you know what? The former multiversal champions are fighting. And Jake's just doing calisthenics now. That's a flex. And that's a neck breaker. You know what I'm seeing in the future here, Pete? I'm going to have to schedule a match between these two, aren't I?
More than likely.
Because this is, and you know who's benefiting and laughing his ass off right now?
Aiden?
Chaz Lee.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
You know, the other former high voltage member involved in all of this. Again, the smartest one of them all, Yakiniku Party.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's off in space, doing his space cowboy stuff. You know, righting wrongs, saving
settle. Like the refs finally stepping in to break this up.
Refs decide, okay, you guys have had your fun. We got a show to do. All right. So, yeah. I just, you know, these two are... And so they're heading back. Wait a minute. Jake's pulled out his phone. Okay, so first off, can we point out the fact that Jake carried his phone to the ring? It's almost like he knew what was going to happen. Oh, there it is. Social media text from Injustice Jake. What's the matter, Ace? Can't handle a look in the mirror without projecting your failings on someone else?
Oof.
See, oof, there it is. So that's, yeah. Oh, well, that was, well, you know, as these things go, it's just, it is what happens. So, while we're, oh, and now we're getting a message from, this is interesting. It's a message from the janitor saying, am I alone in feeling like this whole interaction with Jake and Zeta was kind of off? Something doesn't feel right, and I'm not sure what. That's interesting. Okay, so apparently, well, first off, looks like the janitor's meeting with Forrest has wrapped up. And, but, you know, if anyone's going to notice something's off, it's going to be the janitor.
This is true.
Yeah, he's one of our savviest of ring veterans, and you know, he's always got his finger on the pulse. So you know, if so, I mean, yeah, I agree with the chat. It all feels really weird, just really weird. But so we'll have to, you know. But in the meantime, we need to get back into the action. And next match. So this next match, I'm going to be honest, Pete. It's going to involve two people that I've been wanting to see in the ring together for a long time.
Oh,
just two people I've been wanting to see face one another.
Okay.
For a while, and it's been teased. And there's been a couple of near collisions, near interactions, but it never actually came. But so I decided, you know, the best way I could do it is this match just needs to happen. And as general manager, I can book things. So it's like, it was one thing I want to see it. And then I remembered, wait a minute, I'm the GM. I can just make it happen. So with that said, let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is a tag team match. Introducing first, the Lawds.
Oh Lord, they coming! Sasquatch Wing and Raphael Sampson. The judge of the multiverse and the proprietor of Squatch Roast Coffee, which I got my cold brew right here. And he just started doing a business with Mama Wade where they're doing Squatch Roast coffee cakes and cobbler.
And introducing their opponents, coming to the ring first, West Wind.
And this is what I was talking about. I have wanted to see West Wind in the ring with Raphael Sampson, the Saint and the Angel, for so long. And so today it's going to happen. And a tag match. West Wind has faced Sasquatch Ring in singles competition. And so it was time. And I think they're both actually happy to finally have this matchup as well. West Wind, one of our up-and-coming rookies. Now, you already are going to know who his partner is because Todd Bagman has a different match later today. So right now that only leaves one other active member of the Night's Watch to even come out and join him.
And introducing their tag team partner, Gunnar Birch. They are Night's Watch.
While Alistair Evergreen is off taking some time off, he left Gunnar Birch in charge of the Watch. And actually, I think Gunnar's been doing a decent job in that position so far. And, he's coming down with West Wing to face the All Lawds. So, All Lawds, former tag champions, Night's Watch, looking maybe to eventually put that accolade around their waist. Night's Watch, of course, been doing great. Naturally, everyone knows about the performance that we've seen from Todd Bagman this year. And now we have, this matchup, which I'm sure is going to be excellent. So I gotta ask, who do you like in this matchup there, Pete?
I'm not too sure. I'm gonna go with the All Lawds.
All right, fair enough. Go with the Vetches.
Well, also, you have to keep in mind the size difference between All Lawds and the Night's Watch.
True. I mean, that is absolutely fair.
They are the All Lawds.
They are, and because All Lawd they coming, and Westwind and the Saint finally in the ring together, as we've been wanting to see for so long. At least I've been wanting to see.
Planted him an angel tree.
He did.
Hung out to dry.
And up. Now, of course, we recently saw this matchup between Westwind and Squatch. But again, here we go. Westwind and Raphael.
Raphael going right in for the pin. Didn't even get a one.
He did not. There we go. Oh, just pushing Westwind down. The strength of Raphael Sampson.
Powerbomb by Sampson. Now picking Westwind up.
Westwind with the clear agility advantage in this matchup. Oh, that didn't sound good. And there it is for Tribulation.
Tag made to Gunnar Birch. Birch going right in for the pin.
Kicked
Kick out at 2.
And bringing him up again. You know, let's just appreciate, because remember what a big guy Gunner is? And the Lawds make him look kind of tiny.
Gunner is holding his own against these larger-than-life wrestlers. Another drop kick from Gunner. Working on the arm.
Just dropped him down right in front of his partner.
Might be a good time for Gunner to make that tag.
That's what Raphael's thinking, bringing in the squatch.
Squatch now blocking him from his tag partner.
Oh, suplex. No, there's something, you know, if you've never had it happen, being suplexed by a Sasquatch is really something. Oh, floating over.
Raw strength of Gunner able to lift Sasquatch over for a suplex.
And trying to bring Squatch down, but powering out. And the crawling headbutt. You know, remember, since the retirement of notorious CAT, Sasquatch Wing is, in fact, the largest wrestler on the roster.
Almost synchronized tags there from both sides.
Meanwhile, Westwind hits it with the heavenward. And follows up with a moonsault.
Going up top rope. What's Westwind doing? Another moonsault off the top rope.
Now repositioning him and a moonsault off the Brett's rope. And again. I guess Westwind's decided if you're not going to outpower the man, outmaneuver him. Hesitation suplex. Oh, and just drop it on him.
1, 2. Kick out at 2.
Oh, going for a kick, blocked by Westwind. Westwind going for something, but blocked by Raphael.
Damson going over, making the tag to Sasquatch. Westwind gets the hot tag to Gunner.
And folks, if you have a Haas fight on your bingo cards, here it is. Note to Phyllis, talk to the cameraman about positioning again. And bringing him up. Oh, Gunner wiggles his way out.
Sasquatch quick the counter.
I mean, he's a big guy, but he can fly. And I mean that both in the ring and in an aeronautic sense.
Jawbreaker from Gunner.
Just punching him in the gut. Not many people just get away with that. But Gunner's big. Oh, missed the kick though. And that's not the kind of mistake you want to make against Sasquatch Wing.
Just smacked him. Oh, he's going up top.
He's going to fly.
Sasquatch going to fly.
Ah!
Nobody home.
Now tagging in Westwind. Who's... Oh! Again, the high-flying Angel has got Sasquatch down. And again, he likes repositioning so he can do that moonsault. In a lot of ways, he's very meticulous. Oh, and he's also clotheslined out of the ring. Flipping him over.
Westwind able to flip over Sasquatch onto the concrete.
Yeah, shades
not
of
concrete. You get there.
Yeah, but almost. Might as well be. I was gonna say shades of Santo with that flip.
Back into the ring, they both go.
Actually, kind of makes sense that Westwind would homage Santo because, Santo means saint.
This is true.
Hammer blow. And
headbutt you.
And right on a helmet, too. That's Sasquatch Wing for you. You gotta watch. I mean, he does wear a kilt after all.
Back made to Samson.
But that's actually more of a Northwest thing, that kilt. One.
Going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
And up and oh! Power slamming Sasquatch Wing. That's not an easy thing to do.
Both teams very active in their tags this match.
I mean, that just shows both teams have solid tag team acumen. Oh, wing clipper on Sasquatch Wing. He's gone heavenward. And now Westwind has both All Lawds down, focusing maybe a little too much on Raphael Sampson.
Sampson allowing Sasquatch Wing time to get up.
And oh, the Angel hung out to dry.
And tag made to Sampson.
Oh!
Westwind able to cut out Sampson's legs from under him before making the tag to Gunner.
Yeah, but one Luthez press later. Bringing him, trying to bring him over to the blue corner. Ah, jawbreaker. Oh! Gunner flips Sampson out of the ring.
Gunner just slamming Sampson into the floor.
And Sampson throwing Gunner back in. Uh-oh. Folks, here it is. Biblical proportions.
Westwind able to get in there quick enough to break it up.
Oh, and
beginning to wish you didn't, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Samson was going to just toss him. No, he's
tossing him all right.
He is, with biblical proportions. But that did yeah.
Westwind not the legal man.
As
Gunner
Raphael
going in for the tag or for the pin. Sasquatch able to break it up in time.
Yeah, I think Raphael got a little too excited on working over Westwind and forgot, oh yeah, I got to deal with the other guy.
Gunner now wrenching away at the neck of Samson. Stomps to the gut of Samson. Samson counters with a clothesline.
And now, just slamming him down. Yeah, hit him
out at 2 3/4.
Yeah.
Bagman to Sasquatch. Bowman Gunner should be considering a lot right now.
And just raining blows on Squatch. Going for the pin.
Broken up by Samson. All 4 men in the ring currently. Though Sasquatch is stuttering, getting back up now.
And Westwind I think just sitting there as a target to give Gunner a chance to do whatever he wanted to Raphael. And I don't think it helped.
Sasquatch and Gunner now the 2 in the ring, both legal.
And Sasquatch on the top. Oh! Sasquatch!
2. Kick out at 2.
And the crowd is hyped.
Sasquatch going Brett's rope.
Oh!
Attempted crossbody from Brett's rope. Did not succeed. Sheer power of that slam by Gunner Birch going in for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
And your winners, the Night's War.
Well, there you have it, folks.
I am not doing well tonight.
No, but on the other hand, Westwind won that matchup, that singles matchup against Sasquatch Wing. The Watch is now 2-0 over the Lawds. So
an impressive series of wins from the Night's Watch.
Yeah, it's not like it's an acrimonious thing or anything. It's just they in those matches, that's kind of how it's gone.
You and your $7 words.
You pick up a few things in this business. Especially I spent all that time I spent having to wrestle against a guy called the Duke. He'd always use big words, and it just kind of gets in there. You can't do anything about it. Anyway.
It feels awfully superfluous to me.
Yeah. With that, let's, speaking of, this is going to be, so we got somebody else come into the ring now.
Of course we do.
They did everything official. They filled out the form. The form might have been covered with cheese sauce smears when I got it, but you know what? I'm just going to go to ringside. And we're going to hear from Ignacio Cervantes. All right, let me, you know what? I know what everyone's thinking. Ignacio, what happened with you and your tag partner, Louis McDonald? Well, let me explain something to you all. It was Louis McDonald. Look, I knew this day was going to come when Louis was going to get up to his old tricks and he was going to stab me in the back, because that's what everyone knows. That's what Louis does. He stabs people in the back. And yeah, Erlking West beat him to the punch between them. But it was just a matter of time. We all know that. It's just a matter of time before he came after me. And so, you know, what's a guy to do? Well, there's only one thing he can do. Beat him to the punch. And yeah, I know he just lost a match against another guy. But that's when you get him. That's when you get him. You get him while he's down. You get him while he's weak. Then you kick him in his stupid face. And you slam him while you're wearing a really nice suit. And then you declare victory. So, yeah. That's it. So, Louis McDonald, rest in piss. Yeah, I hope that we never see each other again. Because, yeah, that's it. That's it. Legion's done. And, Louis, let's face it. You don't need another tag team partner, because who's going to work with you? You're Louis McDonald. You're a piece of shit. You stab everyone in the back. But now, it's one thing to get outmaneuvered by Erlking West, but I got you. Me. I can now take my place as, hey, does that make me now the most hated man in the multiverse? Or do people going to like me a little better because I kicked your stupid ass? Man. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, Louis. You know what? It felt great. It did. It felt absolutely great. So, Louis, just, you know, I got a great suggestion for you, Louis. I'm going to tell you the smartest thing that you could possibly do right now. Retire! Okay, you know. Well, first off, that felt a little awkward.
You know, it usually does.
It does. Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, he is called the social outcast for a reason. So, and you know, I'm feeling something I never thought I would feel, Pete. Sorry for Louis McDonald. Well, I mean, just a little bit.
Oh.
I mean, he just got his ass kicked by Daverman, who was trying to show Louis that he's a better man than he thinks he is. Why, I don't know, but he decided that's what he was going to do. And then Ignacio comes out, dressed to the nines, by the way, and kicks his ass. So, yeah, that's... I got to imagine if you're Louis McDonald right now, you've just got to be... I mean... It's got to feel terrible. Well, anyway, folks, we still have so much more exciting action for you here on today's episode of MNW Warzone. We still have Todd Bagman versus the Pure Metal Ghost. We have Leonid Sanchez taking on Aiden Xero. In our main event, Johan, Mjoln, Jagger, Blackthorn, and Buck Bumble taking on Erlking West, The Beef, and Wilson. That and more. But, folks, we're not just a wrestling company. We are a business. We got to pay bills. So, you all know what that means, folks. We need to take a brief commercial break. And when we come back, we will have that match between Pure Metal Ghost and Todd Bagman. We'll see you all after the break.
Hey, you flabby liquid ape! Are you tired of breathing normally like a punk? Do you want to take your oxygen straight to the head? Try a fresh can of canned air! Scientists have agreed that breathing may or may not kill you! Don't risk it today! Buy a can of canned air! When life says you can't breathe, tell them that you can! Canned air!
Full Contact Naked Boggle is the sports sensation sweeping this very nation. Founded in 1864 by Professor Tigglewiggle, this Ohio-based pastime has gone on for generations after generations, and it stands at the state's top sporting event. Yes, we've had a long history of boggle-related highs and lows, but Full Contact Naked Boggle stands the test of time. Get your tickets today and get a free pack of ponchos for the Splash Zone, and we'll see you in the next game of Full Contact Naked Boggle.
What's that? You need money? Need to pay for a night on the town with your hot shark-based wife? No problem! I'm George the Gorillionaire, and I got $1 gorillion! I got so many stinking bananas, you won't be able to find a better mortgage more appealing than mine! Don't chip out on this deal, whether you're buying houses, boats, shoes, dogs, cats, golden toilets, the entire country of Canada, or just your own monkey business. You need it, I pay for it, because I'm George the Gorillionaire! And I own $1 gorillion!
This program is brought to you by Squatch Roast Coffee and Mama Wade's Baked Goods, who are pleased to announce their collaboration with their new line of Squatch Roast Coffee Cakes. The perfect match in your morning blood rage. With several flavors to choose from, you'll find one that suits your taste, so make the morning rampage even sweeter with the new Squatch Roast Coffee Cakes. Early morning violence has never tasted better. Order yours today.
Hello, Multiverse Nexus Wrestling. It's the Sandman, the Timekeeper, the Dreamweaver, and after a long day of working hard in the ring or training in the back, I like to sit back, relax, and have a nice drink. That's why I'm proud to present my new bourbon line, the Timekeeper Stash. Aged in oak barrels for that bold, smoky flavor, with water filtered through minerals for that crisper, smoother taste that you will want to take your time and enjoy. Delightful. And now, I present other flavors in this line. The Highwayman's Take, the Experiment's Lifeblood, the Doctor's Assistant, the Wanderer's Water, and the Worker's Respite. Grab a bottle and enjoy bourbon from the Timekeeper's Stash. Take time to enjoy, and of course, please, drink responsibly.
Hello there, dearie. I am Granny Gluthox, and I have my personal baked pies. Yes, Granny Gluthox's personal baked pies tend to give that special touch to every folded, crusted goodness that goes into your mouth daily. Freshly baked every morning by yours truly and my little helpers. In fact, my little helpers have brought in a fresh ingredient here.
Hey, how you doing there, lady? I was told to bring a delivery here?
Yes, just go into the back there, dearie, with the boys.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I just gotta get my signature and a payment over there. I'm just gonna let myself in. Thanks, Granny.
Hi, how you doing? Oh, God, you took my limbs! So come on down today, dearie, and get Granny Gluthox's personal pies. We always give our baked goods that personal taste.
Hello there! I am back for the referees recruitment program. Did you know that we only have 2 referees usable for the entire wrestling programs? Are you tired of legs not being able to get there for your 1, 2, 3 count? Are you also tired of, for God's sakes, one of our referees doesn't have eyeballs in the cloning process? Well, not anymore. You can join in today with a small donation of $1,000, probably an hour. You too can make sure our reps are fed, have their limbs all attached, and maybe, just maybe, could feel a little bit of love. So join in the referees recruitment program today, because without referees, we don't have wrestling matches.
Hi there, my name's Harry, Big Tall Harry, and welcome back here to Big Tall Harry's Foot Shops, all your wrestling shoes needs. Most of you guys and gals got flippers for feet. Don't worry, we got everything covered from claws to big toes to even things that are non-Euclidean. We make sure your wrestling shoes are the right fit. Don't believe me? Well, here comes our celebrity impersonator. Hi there, I am Maximilian Thunder Guy. I used to be the former MNW World Champion, and I approve of these big, tall shoes.
You forgot to say Harry.
Oh, hairy, big, tall shoes. Thank you very much, Mr. Thunder Guy. And remember, if the shoe fits, kick some butt with it. Big, tall, hairy shoes. That's what we do.
And we're back. So, with that, we got so much going on today. Now, before we get into our next match, Pete, there's some other people that we got to hear from. There's been some interesting developments of late. One of them, and it's a little odd, but it's also vaguely wholesome, is this new team of Tyson Smith, Power Surge, and Kane, where they had, and One Chance. Oh, I can't forget One Chance. But they've formed a group, kind of unofficially. They're not registered as a faction, but they've come together. But they've been dealing with VIP, and well, it's not been going great. You know what? I could speak for them, but let's let Tyson Smith speak for the group.
Well, you'd think by now I would come up with a way to counteract the trials of Osiris. Truth is, that wouldn't halter Osir in the slightest, though. He would go after my real arm just as sure as I'm standing here. But when I say I'm a tough bastard, I mean every word of it. I've been thrown off the top of a cell. I've been beaten with chairs until I can no longer stand. I've had my own body taken over by a parasitic cat. I've been stretched as far as anyone can, and I've been beaten like no one else has in this business. Yet I still get up. I get up, I wipe the blood from my lips, I put my fist up because that's what a man does. I don't bully people because I think I'm better than them. I don't bully people to squash their dreams to the dirt. I don't live off the misery of others like Osir does. VIP, your time of making the lives of others on the Warzone roster a living hell are over. With Power Surge, Kane, and One Chance by my side, we will put an end to this madness once and for all, and show each and every one of you why you should never mess with those on a pathway to redemption. We'll be seeing you really soon. Until then, goodbye and good night. Bang.
So, strong message from Tyson Smith. Well, Pete, are you ready for our next exciting match on today's card?
As ready as I'll ever be.
That's basically all you can really say, considering who we're about to go see. These two guys. If nothing else, I expect this match to be fun. But let's deal with it. Let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Pure Metal Gold!
There he is, folks. One half of the #1 contenders for the Warzone Tag Team Championship. The Pure Metal Ghost. We saw his partner, the Bad CG Ghost, confronting Jaunt Tristam when Jaunt said there was no way he would let Spectre Sonata face the Dark Lords. for the tag championship, but I got bad news for the Dark Lords. They don't book the matches, and Spectre Sonata are the #1 contenders. And also, you don't want to piss off the Phantom fans, who, if you're the kind of person that can see ghosts, you can see the Phantom fans all through the arena. They all come out for Spectre Sonata.
And introducing their opponent, Todd Bagman.
There you have it, folks. Todd Bagman, the self-proclaimed king of all wrestling. Although he's very careful to point out he's not in charge of Night's Watch. That's Gunnar Birch while Alistair Evergreen's out. And, you know, but he does point out he does have the best win-loss record of anyone on Warzone this year. Although the Pure Metal Ghost would like to make that a little bit more rickety.
Paper versus metal tonight.
Yeah. You know, if we take metal as scissors, that would give PM the advantage, I would think.
Possible.
Oh, and speaking
right
of
paper.
Pure Metal Ghost coming out strong. Of course, Todd Bagman's compatriots in the Night's Watch winning earlier tonight against the Lawds. Which, you know, when you add on to that the victory Westwind had over Sasquatch Wing, and then Todd's continuing victory, the Night's Watch on a roll. Wait a minute. That's XR Coon's music. That is one of the Dark Lord's music. Taunting PM Ghost. All right. Oh! In the bag on Pure Metal Ghost. What a rope break. I'm going to give Todd credit. Todd saw what was going on, and he waited until PM was facing him before he did anything. Why? Because Todd Bagman is a class act. Todd saw what was going on and went, nope, I am not that guy. The Night's Watch stands for something better. So, no matter what, go ahead.
Both men outside the ring now.
Yep. Todd just slamming Pure Metal Ghost against the ring apron.
Sweep of the leg from bad Pure Metal.
And Todd just, because it's only up to 4 count, decided to do a little plane to the crowd.
Ghost ready as soon as Bagman got back in the ring. Both men now trading blows back and forth.
And now, PM picking him up, scooping him down. And a whip to the corner. Ooh, Todd does not. Oh, never mind. Drop kick by PM. Oh, against that ring post.
Heated stops from Pure Metal Ghost.
Yeah. I think the Ghost might be a little spicy because of what happened with XR Coon, but only a little. And again, not taking that out on Todd because You know, Todd did nothing wrong. In fact, I'd say Todd has been very accommodating, not going for the cheap shots, just wanting this to be an actual pure wrestling match. Oh, and a kick.
Todd going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
And now he's... I think he was getting ready for a tag him and bag him, but I think PM sensed it and just skipped out of the way. Now Todd's kind of looking at the situation. I think he was considering a tope suicida and then just decided, nah. And just came and brought PM back into the ring. PM.
Crossbody from Pure Metal.
Yeah.
Double underhook.
Oh!
Countered by Pure Metal.
And now PM going back into the ring. And up.
It broke the count. However, both people are still staying outside the ring.
And now, definitely advantage Pure Metal Ghost. Neck breaker. Up to a 4 count.
Combination strikes from Pure Metal Ghost.
And bringing him down, but notice Pure Metal pulled him away from the steps before he did that. And breaking the count again. Well, the crowd at ringside getting quite a show. Dodge by Todd.
Todd getting back into the ring.
Yeah, wanting to bring this back in the ring, and here comes PM following. There we have it. Crash Dreams.
Kick out at 2.
And I think that's going to be it. Todd is just... I thought Todd would have gone for a pin sooner than that. Up, running Bulldog by by Pure Metal Ghost. Got to get my ghost straight.
Oh, he turned it over.
Into that Scorpion Deathlock. Or a sharpshooter if you prefer.
I mean, we have been in Canada technically once or twice.
A few times. I mean, MNW is incorporated as a Canadian company, technically.
Again, turning it over for that Scorpion Deathlock.
Once more. That's 2. And whoa!
And your winner, Pure Metal Ghost.
Well, how is that? So even with an attempted interference by Xarcoon, Pure Metal Ghost gets a rare victory over Todd Bagman, which, while it may upset Todd's whole King of Wrestling thing, keeps Spectre Sonata on a roll. Now, folks, Todd still has one of the best win-loss records. Let's not, it's all over for Todd Bagman. But still, an impressive victory by the Pure Metal Ghost. And really, if we're being honest, right exactly when he needed one. So, all right, now, folks, we're going to be hearing from someone who, at Apocalypse, faced the combined might of our Sawyer and the Janitor to challenge for the Nexus Titan Championship, but he's got something else on his mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Theron Markov. Wow, I am a little off today, Pete. I'm calling all kinds of people the wrong names. Let's go hear from Markov.
So Nakano, you think you have what it takes to be an outlaw, the baddest of the bad, a wolf of the world, a real tough twister. Well, I tell you what, kid, you're gonna have to prove it. So you've got me, and you've got CJ. It's gonna be a long day, kid, so you better pack a lunch, but we'll give you a chance. All you have to do is survive the ass whooping we're about to lay on you. You don't even have to win. You survive, we'll hand you a cut, we'll shake your hand, and we'll welcome you into the family. But you do have to survive, Nakano. You do have to survive.
Okay, so apparently when Nakano said he was going to go become an outlaw, sounds like he meant that literally, Pete.
My first follow through on his demands or statement. Yeah.
Well, my first question is, and it's a simple question, who the hell would want to be an outlaw? But that's a personal bias coming in. Oh, and Nakano just actually responded on social media, just saying, looking forward to it. So, all right. The general manager, no one has told me these things, which doesn't surprise me. I don't have the best relationship with the Outlaws. But speaking of people I do have good relationships with, let's go to ringside right now to hear from one of those people. As we hear from Nice Ice. Greetings, comrades. I must contain myself. I am not the happiest person right now after what happened at Apocalypse, and I must address Semjax. That dirty coward Semjax. You could not conquer the Equalizer the fair way in a real match, could you, vampire? No, you had to use Nick Morgan's life as a bargaining chip. And mark my words, the International Combat Club will have their revenge, but not right now. Because someone else lays a claim to vengeance. Jagger Blackthorn has returned. You remember Jagger Blackthorn, Sanchez? The man you screwed over previously? So, Nice Ice, will step aside. I will allow Jagger to steal his sword on you, bloodsucker. But mark my words. Once Jagger is done with you, once he has fulfilled his promise, the Cold War renews. All right. Well, that's okay. I find that interesting. So, even though he feels aggrieved at what happened at Apocalypse, he is going to, I guess it's what they say is true, Pete. In Siberia, revenge is a dish best served cold.
Aha.
And he is going to let Jagger Blackthorn take the wheel as it is, which is fine. We are going to actually, remember, we're going to be seeing Jagger Blackthorn in our main event tonight as he teams up with Johan Mjoln and Buck Bumble to take on the team of Erlking West, the Beef, and the multiversal heavyweight champion Wilson. Also tweeting out on social media, Mick Morgan stating, I couldn't give two damns about Blackthorn is doing, boss. My honor, my clan's honor has been shattered. Give me Gorm. Give the order and release the hound. I demand blood. I mean, you know, technically that is not precluded. All Nice Ice said is they're letting Jagger Blackthorn go after Sanchez. So, yeah, we'll have to see.
We will have to indeed.
Meanwhile, well, we have another match we got to get to, and this is going to be interesting because it is going to be a match featuring a member of the Conquest Bloodline, or I guess, as you know, if you want to use the full team name, the Conquest of Pain. Let's head to ringside right now and see that matchup.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Tigeri.
There she is, folks. Member of the Troll Train, the wife of Johan Mjoln, the Amazon Tigeri, coming to ringside. So that should give you a clue as to which member of the Conquest of Pain we're going to be seeing coming down to face her. And folks, it's this is going to be an epic clash, as one would expect when Titans come to the ring to face each other.
And introducing their opponent, the main event mistress, Lady Boo!
There she is, folks. The former Nexus Titan champion, the first female competitor to hold singles gold in MNW history. Lady Boots, the Lady of Conquest herself. So, it's going to be the Amazon versus the main event mistress. Who's probably upset that this is not the actual main event.
Probably.
Yeah. I will probably get a very sternly written letter.
I mean, third to last, so, I mean,
yeah. And penultimate. And they're off. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Tigeri, very much a power wrestler. Lady Boots, a striker. So, but both, well, let's be honest. Both have a good kicking game. That's one thing they have in common, which means they probably hate each other. Because you know what it is like when two wrestlers are too much alike?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just going to happen. So up, working on the arm, but that's not going to take away the kicks. But this is also how Boots is used to fighting. Now, also, let's just talk about, they've got kicking styles, but contrasting ways of dealing with it. Lady Boots comes to ring with those sharpened stilettos. Whereas, you know, let's face it, Tigeri's basically barefoot. She wants to feel it when she's kicking you in the face.
Lady Boots living up to her namesake.
Oh! But a reverse roundhouse from the Amazon. Boots whipping the Amazon into the corner. Oh. Volley of
elbows.
Ooh.
Those out there unaware, Muay Thai focuses entirely on the elbows and the knees, as they are the hardest part of the human body.
And let's face it, Lady Boots, highly skilled.
Absolutely.
Hanging her out to dry. And just punch her in the face. And a Celine sleep. Just pounding those blows down on her. Flipping her over. Uh-oh. And now the Stargazer connects.
2. Kick out at 2.
Kick out at 2 off of that Stargazer. Boots, just making it clear, she is not going to let herself be outkicked by the Amazon.
Perhaps getting a little too overconfident there.
Yeah, going for those stomps. I think she was a little too coy. But now,
slam by Lady Boots.
Yeah, now she's kicking it up a notch.
Aha, I see what you did there.
Yeah. Kick out at 2. Just raining blows. Oh! Standing bulldog. That was a rock the house. Oh, but the knees.
Tigeri able to get the knees up in time.
Yeah, but getting Lady Boots down is one thing. Keeping her down, something else entirely. Oh, okay, another kicking her down again.
And your winner, Lady Boo!
And a victory for the main event mistress. And thus another victory for the conquest of pain. How is this going to translate to the overall plans of the faction? That does mean, though, Tigeri has a victory over Boots. Now, Boots has a victory over Tigeri. You know what that means, Pete.
Yes. Oh, did you want me to say it?
Yeah, I was setting you up there.
That's a rubber match right there, folks.
That is a rubber match right there. So with that, well, it's as we're getting into the latter part of the show. This next part, folks. This one, I'm almost not sure how to. I mean, and I booked the match. But it comes down to this, folks. It comes down to this. Everything with high voltage be crazy, yo.
Word.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, good enough.
Literally got a note from my kid. I should say it that way. Anyway, you know what? We'll let that go. So you saw earlier when Zeta and Injustice Jake were going out in the ring that if you've ever been a member of High Voltage, everything is crazy. Including the guys who were High Voltage, at least at Apocalypse. But I don't know what's going on with them now. High Voltage had a shot at the Dark Lord's belts at Apocalypse. The Dark Lords won. And at the end of the match, Leonid Sanchez pushed Wonderball away. Not happy about something. So it's like, okay, now is there trouble in the ranks of the actual members? Who knows? But remember that Leonid Sanchez and Wonderball were members of High Voltage under the, and I use this word loosely, guidance of Aiden Xero. Until they kicked Aiden out. Well, now we're going to see some fallout at that as student and teacher face off in singles competition. And Pete, let's head to ringside to see this match take place.
Let's go.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Leonid Sanchez.
There he is, folks, the half-alien prince. Coming to ringside. We've only ever heard him actually speak once. He has a surprisingly quiet voice. Anyway, he's coming down to ringside to face the man who, well, let's remember. Aiden Xero ended up screwing over High Voltage. by first booking them in increasingly bizarre and dangerous matches, not letting them get a chance to rest, and then screwed them over when he made a deal with Erlking West where he got screwed over. So I think Leonid has a right to be upset.
Introducing their opponent, Aiden Xero.
Well, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the cyberpunk prodigy.
Certified wackadoo.
And looks like he's coming out to new ring music. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Aiden Xero, who everyone involved in the whole high voltage mess can agree on one thing. This guy's messed up. Everyone, and I mean everyone, agrees Aiden Xero needs to be stopped.
Knucking futz.
Yeah. I mean, it was. We look back on the days when it was cute when Aiden, who's from a cyberpunk future, didn't know things like what's a tree, what's a shark. You know, dogs. Dogs were new to him.
Both men oddly color coordinating tonight.
That's true.
Both men trading blows.
Aiden, of course, the ring veteran of this team up, the matchup, not team up anymore. And of course, you know, Aiden made some particular threats, one of which, let's okay. Can we have a moment of honesty here, Pete? Aiden's upset the janitor. You know, no one upsets. You should not upset the janitor. I think we can all agree on this one. That should be written somewhere. Don't upset the janitor. Don't upset the man that has to clean up after you.
True, although there is no shortage of people that Aiden has made upset.
This is true. Oh! Going for a rope-assisted enziguri, but ducked by Aiden. Well, what's Aiden got planned here? System failure.
Biting on the fingers.
I mean, for all we know, that's a delicacy where Aiden comes from. I don't know. I don't get this whole cyberpunk future thing, but taking him down. Just raking the eyes of the alien prince. Up, suplex by Sanchez. It's raining blows on Aiden Xero, and you got to feel I got to figure that feels good. Oh. I have a feeling that does this feel like Lance is going, "You've had this coming, old man," kind of feel to it?
A little bit, yeah.
Aha! Oh, there you got it. And now going outside. Oh, a springboard European uppercut. Kick out at 2.
Kick out at 2.
Oh, just a splash. Running around him, going up top. Aiden trying to block him. Sanchez said no. Oh, caught and power bombed. Oh, wait a minute. That's Wonder Ball's theme. It's Wonder Ball! Is Wonder Ball coming down to get a piece of Aiden? Now he's just staying on the ramp.
Aiden finally giving up on trying to communicate. Now he's going back after Leonid. Wonderball outside the ring now, cheering this match on. Going up top, what's he doing? Oh, he was going for a top rope elbow. Was not able to get it in time.
Mm-hmm. Good rope-assisted DDT. Yeah, Wonder Ball's just... he's just standing there. Just kind of
not menacingly, but standing there.
Yeah. Leonid was staring Wonder Ball dead in the eyes when he did that moonsault. Now coming up again. Running kind of a reverse bulldog by Aiden. And flipped over. Seems like Sanchez is paying more attention to Wonder Ball than Aiden is.
At the moment, that certainly does seem like it.
Dropped on him. Wrenching his neck. Okay. Oh, got him in a cradle. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. And Wonder Ball's just turning around and leaving. All right, Wonder Ball's heading back up the ramp while Aiden... bringing down Sanchez. Now getting him in the divided by 0.
Oh, this might be it for Leonid.
And your winner, Aiden Xero.
Yeah, Aiden wins, but I think the bigger story is I think Wonder Ball just abandoned Leonid Sanchez.
Quite literally wiped his hands of him.
I got a feeling. I think that's it. I think that's it for any official high voltage.
Certainly seems that way.
I mean, they were one of the longest standing factions. But I guess no more.
The times they are a-changing.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, we have one match left, but before we get there, one more person asked for some ring time. And I decided to give him this slot because, well, it kind of feels like a big deal. So let's head to ringside. And let's hear from one half of the co-champions of the Nexus Titan Championship, our Sawyer.
Right then, let's just get down to brass tacks, right? Shall we? I've had my fill of weirdness from Nakano Kirishima, and I've talked with the janitor, and we've made a decision. It's time to give Mega Rider X his title shot. I mean, the part of the deal that let everything go down like it did was that Mega Rider would get his championship shot. He's due. He didn't get to have a good run with the belt, did he? So we're going to give him it. It's his time. And let's face it, lad deserves it. So, yeah, congratulations, Mega Rider X. You're the next contender for the Nexus Titan Championship. Because, you know what? You are an up-and-comer kid. Everyone loves you. I mean, we like you. So, yeah, let's get the crowd what they want. They want to see you get your shot at our belt. And honestly, if someone's going to give us a run for our money, I'll be honest, I think it's you. So, I feel good about this. The janitor, of course, this is what he's wanted all along. So let's do it.
That is not Mega Rider X's music. That is the Crimson Delinquent. That's Nakano Kirishima, formerly of Blood Money. I think a prospect for Outlaws. I'm so confused. All right. Why are you giving a title shot to a scrawny nobody who doesn't deserve the belt, who dumped it at the first opportunity, and, cost me a shot at it before? So, I got a goal in life, Sawyer, and that is to make sure that Mega Bum never gets that belt again.
You were barely relevant when you were working for Uncle Dunk. Now why? What are you really? You were hired muscle for a rich man. And you haven't earned anything, Nakano. Go back to the bottom of the barrel and work your way up like a good boy.
Nah. That's not how this is going to work. If I learn nothing from Uncle Dunk, it's that go take what you want. And I want that belt, and I want to make sure that I do everything in my power to make Mega Rider's life miserable, and then he never gets it again. All right. So I need you to reach into that roided out little brain of yours, and you took shortcuts to become a hoss? I didn't even know that was a thing you can do. I want you to have some drug tests. No. You can try and get into my head. Yeah, maybe I took a shortcut or two. Get where I am. But I've been making some powerful friends, some good buddies, you might even say. And I'm going to get some help to take that belt away from you and the guy that cleans up all the shit around here.
All right. You know, I'll put up with a law, but you will not insult the janitor and the fine work that man does. All right? I will put up with so much, but that is a line no one crosses. No one. You will respect the man, and you will respect his work ethic.
Oh, did I find a spot? Oh, did that get to you? Oh, that's great. Oh, all right. We'll tell you what. You guys, get the janitor to clean the shit off his boots, and you do whatever you have to do to buff up your face, and let's do this thing.
What part of you have earned shit have you not heard? You don't deserve a shot. You haven't earned a shot. You barely deserve to be on this roster as far as I'm concerned. So why don't you go do whatever it is you undercarders do to build yourself up?
No, that's not how it works anymore, old man. No, you make your deluxe. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've learned. I find my spot, I make my spot. And there's nothing you and the other old man can do to stop me. It's the day of the Crimson Delinquent, baby! Wow. Wow. I mean, that's just some epic level disrespect. And hang on, we got to clear through some social media here real quick. First off, we've got the Ultra Devil Sadiq saying, "Did I get Butler fired? Shit, I'm sorry, man." And just now we got a tweet from Mega Writer X saying, "Nakano, what show were you watching?" In case you haven't noticed, I've been really busy making match of the year candidate matches and brought to be in the brawl for you all. What have you done besides have temper tantrums? Let's get this over with. I've got more important things to do than please your needs for attention. See you in the ring, kid. Yeah. I think that's
strong words,
and I think appropriate words from our henshin hero. So yeah, let's whew. All right, as obviously upsetting and everything as that was, and triggering and whatever else you want to say, that's not what we got to focus on right now, folks, because don't know if y'all noticed, but we only have one match left. That's right, folks. It's time for your main event. And so with, well, actually, Pete, do you want to do the honors this week?
Oh, no, I wouldn't care.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, all right. Well, then, folks, you know what time it is. Let's do this!
The following is a trios match scheduled for one fall and is your main event. Introducing first, Johan Mjoln.
We have seen his friends Inspector Sonata tonight. We have seen his wife in singles competition, and now we have the Son of Thunder himself, Johan Mjoln, one of the men putting forth his name as a contender to take on Wilson for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. So, ladies and gentlemen, he is just the first man out in this epic trios match. There are 5 other competitors. Let's see who his first partner is.
And introducing the first partner, Jagger, Blackthorn.
He is the Omni Slayer. He has put forth his name, but he also has unfinished business with the Conquest of Pain, and specifically Samjax. And as we heard earlier this evening, Nice Ice is going to hold off on his payback to Samjax in favor of letting Jagger get his hands on him first. And there is a tweet out on social media from Graven Allen, the Chocolate Zombie, going, Johan Jagger, take care of business, hashtag fate for life.
Now, our third member, I don't know who it could possibly be.
Well, you know, there's a lot of buzz going around the arena about that possibility. Well, now, of course, based on Graven's comment, of course, Johan and Jagger, both former members of the Flashbang roster. Actually, interesting, most people forget their partner was also briefly on Flashbang. Made their MNW debut over there before quickly coming over to Warzone.
And introducing their tag team partner, the Latino B, Bumble.
Viva la raza!
He fly, he be, he sting.
It is the Latino B, Buck Bumble. An absolute fan favorite. Somebody who has, of course, the hashtag There Are Bees always trending whenever this fan favorite wrestler comes out. A lot of people would like to see Buck in the main event scene. Of course, he has had some great runs. He's a member of Guard, the affiliation of superheroes. So he has been counted amongst their ranks. And now we're going to see him. He was basically, Johan and Jagger needed a third member, and Buck stood up. Well, more like he flew up.
And introducing their opponents, coming to the ring first, Erlking West.
And a member of the Dark Lords, the one who doesn't currently hold the belt, Erlking West. He would also love a shot at the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship and the prestige it would give the Dark Lords, but he's also just happy causing chaos in the ranks.
That is something he is wont to do.
I recently asked if we could trade him back to Flashbang, and Eric Generiksen was very emphatic about no. He's our problem again.
So it would seem. Now we find out who his opponent or his partners are going to be.
Yeah. I mean, of course we already, it's not like they were
sure
announced it, but you're right. It's And this is definitely the strange bedfellows side.
And introducing their next partner, the Beef.
The Beef, member of VIP, former tag team partner of Wilson. Also, for you trivia buffs, the only member in this match who was never part of the Flashbang roster.
This is true.
Because, Flashbang, great proving ground for up-and-coming wrestlers. Eric's going to send me an SU note for that.
I was going to say, you feel free to dig your own grave. That's on you.
Nothing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Eric. I'm kidding. Flashbang's been doing a great job.
And introducing their tag team partner, Wilson.
And there he is, folks, your multiversal heavyweight champion, who is not happy about how his title match with Juan Chance ended at Apocalypse. Not the match itself, that was fantastic, but that someone cut the feed from the truck and the finale of that match did not get recorded or get out sent to broadcast. Now, right after the show, we had maintenance go check, and we discovered the wires were actually severed. Someone intentionally cut the feed.
Dun, dun, dun. Sorry.
We don't know who. So, but of course, Wilson naturally took it out on me, saying I did it on purpose. So, wait. Oh, hang on a second. I need to have a moment of silence. All right, there are rules. Yeah, and I think that was the plan. I think they knew naturally Wilson would blame me, even though I hadn't. Why would I cut the end of my own pay-per-view?
Why would you do that, Jerry?
I don't know. I wouldn't. That's the answer. Here we're starting off. Johan Mjoln, a member on Flashbang of the group Fate, Flashbang against the Empire. Erlking West, one of the leaders of the Empire. In fact, Johan Mjoln won the match that exiled Erlking West from Flashbang. To say these two have history is an understatement. Speaking of somebody else with a lot of history with the Fey King, the Omni Slayer, Jagger, Blackthorn. So, as much as a lot of people think this is a match focusing on Wilson, I don't think you can underestimate the amount of people in this match that hate Erlking West.
Well, I mean, it is pretty easy to do.
I mean, he invites it. He enjoys it, which is the weird part. Bringing Jagger into the red corner. Just slamming him into the turnbuckle repeatedly. And now, Snake Eyes. And now tagging in the Beef. The Beef, who doesn't, the only emotion Beef has in this match is actually not being happy with one of his tag partners today because he's got a lot of issues with Wilson. You know,
and Wilson's not too fond of him either.
No, I mean, when Wilson quit VIP because he was basically done with their BS.
Hot tag to Johan.
And back to, you know, the only other person that doesn't really have a dog in a lot of these grudges is Bumble, who's really just happy to be there.
Just along for the ride, kind of.
You know, floating along on the breeze, as it were. Smelling the flowers. Oh, and Erlking rolling and kicking, rolling and kicking. And now I'm being pointed out that the match that won Wilson the right to go to Multivania to face Maximilian Thunder Thighs was against Bumble. They have history. I'm just saying it's not acrimonious. Although
in general, the Latino B seems nonplussed about the whole thing.
A lot of things. I mean, sure, he volunteered for this matchup. He could be thinking, hey, another shot, that'd be nice. But he doesn't seem to be one to be making it a big deal. Although, speaking of the Latino B, the B versus the Beef.
If they tagged together, they'd be called the Beef.
I would think it would be more of a, I know it's wrong, I know, but wouldn't it be glazed ham?
Ooh, solid.
And now we're getting a clinic on how good Bumble is.
Oh, no, wait. Buff Bumble.
There you go. Meanwhile, Erlking West is fighting Johan and Jagger outside the ring. And you can see
fancy footwork.
Yep. Oh, good but and you can see him out of how much Wilson cares about the safety of his tag partner. Of everyone in this match, the person least happy to be there is in fact Wilson.
Beef slamming Jagger into the ref.
This is why we hired a ref who is functionally immortal. And pile driver on the Beef.
Setting up.
I gotta ask Ultra Devil exactly how bad does it hurt a tiefling to be, have a pile driver on those horns?
2.
Because I'm not going to ask the Beef. He's not going to give me an honest answer.
True. Bumble now tagged in.
Oh, right into the Bee's knees. Not the actual move, the Bee's knees, mind you.
Sure. Jawbreaker from Beef.
And Buck taking down the grade A lister. Uh-oh. Speaking of those Bee's knees. Suplex on the Beef and bringing in the Son of Thunder. And
tag mate to Erlking.
Fey King versus Demigod now in the ring. And a breakup by Buck Bumble. And now Wilson finally interjecting himself into the match. And honestly, I think just sort of a, let's get this over with kind of energy from Wilson. Johan and Erlking. We've seen this before, and they've had many matches. It usually doesn't go well for the Fey King. If there's a person who's got his number, it is Johan Mjoln.
I would dare say the only person that might have it more would be Jagger Blackthorn.
Very true. That when and again with that pile driver. When they had the match to recover the creation's brain, Dr. Caliban picked Johan Mjoln as the person to have that match against Erlking West because that's who he trusted the most to win. And Johan proved up to the challenge.
Erlking going for the tag to Wilson.
And now Wilson officially in this match. Also not the first time Wilson in the ring with the Omni Slayer at the end of the 64-man tournament. They were both, pile driver in a 4-man fatal 4-way for the Flashbang World Championship.
Tag
Match
made to Buck Bumble.
Here comes Buck. A match ultimately won by Ginger Boy.
Headbutt from Buck Bumble to Wilson.
And of course, let us not forget Graven Allen. But one should never forget Graven Allen.
Buck going Brett's rope. Stinger.
And there you have it, folks. The bullseye drop.
Erlking in to break it up. Buck Bumble not happy with that breakup. Goes back to Wilson.
Buck doing a good job of blocking some of Wilson's blows. But, I mean, Wilson is known as the victimizer for a reason. Up to a 2 count, Wilson decides he just isn't satisfied waiting for Buck to come to on his own. And, choosing violence. Can't actually get him to submit outside the ring, but he can hurt him. And when you're dealing with Wilson, that's the more important goal.
Wilson getting back in the ring.
Buck trying to drag him back out, and Wilson's like...
Wilson kicking away. Getting back outside the ring.
I mean, break the count, but still, you're not going to win the match outside the ring. Side Russian leg sweep. And finally, Wilson throwing Buck back into the ring. Wilson done with this outside stuff and wanting to get back into the action. Oh, shaking that booty. Oh, and a diving punch. No, known as the Buck Wild.
Jawbreaker from Wilson to Buck Bumble. Scoop slam.
Wilson, I think, was setting up for something, but Buck blocked. Again, not the first dance between Wilson and the Latino B. And
Wilson tags beef in.
In comes the beef. Now that Wilson has tenderized the bee, here's the beef. Jagger, Jagger throwing the beef off the top rope. Leave it to the Omni Slayer. And now Buck regaining his senses and bulldogging the beef. Oh, and the knees.
Tad made to Jagger.
Oh, and down goes the beef.
Broken up by Erlking.
And again, no love lost between the Omni Slayer and the Fake King.
Tag made to Buck Bumble.
And now
wrenching away at the beef's neck.
Just giving a little chiropractic care to the grade A lister right there.
Going for the pin. 1, 2, broken up by Wilson.
Buck escorting Wilson to the ropes.
Tying him up.
Which is all great, but Wilson is not the legal man. That man is. Well, that tiefling is. Oh, hung out to dry. Trying to flip Buck over.
Jagger able to break up the hold.
Now the beef focusing on the Omni Slayer.
Top rope suplex from off the top.
Yep, but unfortunately, ignoring the person he should have been paying attention to, Buck Bumble.
Tag made to Johan and to Wilson.
So here you have it, Victimizer versus Son of Thunder.
Johan taking care of both wrestlers.
Getting the beef out of there, but leaving him open to Wilson being able to drive his face into the mat. Now, I would be, going for the pin. Erlking just sort of steps on him to break it up. A very Erlking thing to do. Now, I want to point out, we are dubious on Wilson's medical clearance to even be in this match.
Tag made to Buck Bumble.
But he has vowed to keep wrestling until he drops. I mean, personally, I'd like him to take just a little time off, heal, but he's the champion and he refuses. Yeah, he still manages to victimize everyone. Oh, good.
Rana.
Good sequence by Buck. Buck is really proving why he belongs with this crowd. And he busted open Wilson.
Broken up by Erlking. Wilson is going to remember this.
Buck whipped into the corner. elbows his way out. Whatever you were
Wilson
trying.
powers through.
Yeah. The strength of Wilson. Wilson is such a student of wrestling. He knows. You try a move on Wilson, I guarantee you he already knows it.
Beef now tagged in. Going after Buck Bumble. Choke slam. Broken up by Johan. Wilson tagged in.
Bringing up the Latino B. Going for that Gotch-style pile driver. All right, that's it. Good job, Buck. But oh, fortunately,
Johan able to break it up.
Well, that was the only way Buck was going to survive that one.
Johan smartly rolling out of the ring in time. Wilson trying for a middle rope punch, wasn't able to connect.
Tagging in the Beef, who's going for the pin. Broken up by the Omni Slayer, who is now facing the Fake King.
Back to the two legal men in the ring.
DDT by Buck. Oh, a headbutt. And a headbutt from a tiefling hurts extra hard, I'm sure. I've never had one. Throwing down the B. Beef
tagging
in.
Wilson in.
Yeah, letting Wilson get the coup de grace, I guess. Oh, right in the bumbles.
Again, Wilson going low. Now going after Johan.
Johan coming in, I assume, to just protect Buck, but Buck's still the legal man. Oh, good spinning kick from Buck Bumble. Bringing Wilson into the center of the ring. Oh!
Bonsai drop. Kick out at 2.
Okay, again, Buck focusing on Erlking West, which Erlking will always be a problem, but he's not Wilson. Who just
Erlking now rolling out of the ring, now back to the two legal men.
Again, going for that Gotch-style pile drive. Well, that's it. Good job, Buck. You held in well. Oh,
broken up by Johan.
Timely intervention by Johan. Buck coming from behind. Getting a shoulder suplex on Wilson. Beef. What?
And your winners, the team of Johan Mjoln, Jagger Blackthorn, and Buck Bumble.
Beef didn't even try and break up that pin. Wait a minute. And doctors are rushing to ringside. Wilson looks like he's been knocked unconscious. Can we got to cut the camera away, guys. Cut away. Yeah, Wilson has been knocked out cold. Doctors are now checking on him. But he was knocked out cold by Buck. So, Buck was the only one in that match on his side that hadn't put in his hat for a shot at Wilson. But I have a feeling the title scene just got a little more complicated. All right, well, we got a few social media posts to go through. First off, we got Maximilian Thunder Thighs tweeting out, so Wilson threw another tantrum again. Not surprised. Skills of a world champ, grace of a toddler. All right, fair. If there's, he would know. And then just now, Johan Mjoln was tweeting out, well-deserved win, Buck, but it won't matter who is next. I will be the last. I'm either walking into Multivania with the title or taking it from whichever sorry soul is carrying it. Well, folks, there you have it. That was our main event, and what a twist ending. So there's so much we're going to have to figure out. I'm going to have to talk to some people in the booking committee. Oh boy, folks, it's crazy, but, well, we are out of time. So, for Pete McPherson, I'm Jerry Aldini. Good night.